Hey there guys, Aaron here. Welcome back to my Mario Kart Wii playthrough series. I finally got to the last cup of the Grand Prix, at last. And yeah, it's the Lightning Cup, so that does feature retro tracks. Definitely looking forward to them as usual. So I'm going to be playing as Daisy today. I haven't played as a female character, so why not? And I'm going to go with the Mac Bite because seem to get on okay with that as well. So, Lightning Cup. Now, if you have sharp eyes, you would have noticed in the previous video, the icon wasn't actually there. Whereas in an earlier video it was. That was down to basically a save file corruption. So I had to go back to another save file and replay through the Leaf Cup to open it up. But as you can see, I managed to 2-star rank it, so it wasn't all bad. Let's get it started. So, Mario Circuit 3 from the original Super Mario Kart. As always, looking forward to seeing if there are any differences. If I'm going by anything though with the earlier tracks from that game, I didn't really ever notice much of a difference. So, let's get a good item to start with. Excellent. So there is actually a good shortcut, or at least there should be, halfway through this track. So if I can hang on to the mushrooms, I'm going to try and take advantage of that. I guess I can use one of them. So it should just be round the corner here. Perfect. Excellent. Should be a boost pad as well. Get a wheelie in there as well. So is there any differences? Not really. None that I can see anyway. I guess the track is maybe slightly longer. Even the oil slicks are in the exact same place as the original track, so not doing very well here. Keep getting barged out the way, so maybe some more mushrooms will come in handy. And see how this turns out. Even if I can try and drift behind characters as well, that would definitely help. Let's get another wheelie in there. 8th place. This is not looking good. But thankfully, yeah, the bullet bill should definitely help out slightly here. Take me straight up to the hairpin turn anyway. The chances of me getting another mushroom, yeah, are very slim there, but still. And I still need to work on kind of counter-attacking those power blocks. Right, let's try and get that speed boost. Finish the track off with a wheelie. Perfect. So that's 1 down, 3 to go. That's a pretty good start. I'm happy with that. What we got up next? Peach Gardens. Okay, so this was from the Mario Kart DS game. It's been a while since I played it, I'm not going to lie, so will I notice any differences? I guess I'll find out. I was never a massive fan of this course. It was pretty mediocre. I'm sure there are some fans, but there's a few sections where you can actually use a mushroom to like just drive through the foul beds, so I'll have to keep that in mind. Just drag that banana behind me though. And the chain chomps as well. Yeah, the courses with chain chomps on, yeah, never usually my favourites or anything, so that would go to explain a few things. Okay, so what's that? About halfway through the track. Nothing too major. Just try not to hit anything though. Of course, with the whole star rankings, it does kind of depend on what position you do end up in. If you fall off the track, if you hit too many walls. I'm not 100% clear exactly. I'd have to go and check out the exact specifications or requirements, I guess, to be able to get stars, but still. Each Mario Kart game has had different requirements, so it's very difficult to, you know, keep track of how you do get those. And I think even with Mario Kart 8, it has got a bit easier to star the actual cups, whereas some of the earlier games at least were quite difficult to star. Mario Kart Super Circuit, I'm kind of thinking of you there. Right, let's drop that bomb and try not to hit any mushrooms. So I'm kind of not expecting to get first. It would be nice, but let's see. There does look like there is a shortcut there on the left. I can't see any differences though between this and the original DS version. It seems to me to be just a prettier version of that track. Not quite sure where the chain chomp come for, but still. And yeah, I basically class slipstreaming as drifting. In previous videos I have mentioned drifting, and yeah, in Mario Kart terms it is slipstreaming. I've been pulled up upon it by a few people in the comments, but you know, I use the word drafting in many other racing games, so that is my reasons why I'm going to continue calling it that. Right, let's try and actually pick up an item block as we get halfway through the course now. A mushroom, yeah, I would have liked to have taken advantage of that shortcut, but hey. Go, go, go. I think I surprised myself. I thought, what was that? Waluigi was going to drop the banana right in front of me. Pretty happy with that. 2 to go. DK Mountain, excellent. So I completely forgot this track was in this game. Again, remastered from Double Dash on the Nintendo GameCube. I think I previously mentioned in an earlier video that I did like this track. It took me a bit of time to get used to it though. I didn't really get on with this type of mechanic where you did get shot to a different place of the track. A lot of people at the time didn't really like that idea. They felt that it kind of took away the control from you. But hey, you know what? As I said, it takes you to a different part of the level. I kind of like that idea. It definitely sort of changes things up. I just remembered there is a bit of a shortcut there you can take as you're coming down the mountain. And maybe it was there actually. I might try and take advantage of it. I don't even think you need a mushroom. But this bridge, when I used to play Double Dash, it was an absolute nightmare. It would just get totally chaotic. Everyone like firing off red shells, green shells, just trying to take you out there. Yeah, drop that I guess. Hey, it worked. Is there any differences? I've noticed a couple actually. So coming down the mountain there is actual ramps with speed boosts or trick pads on them, items. So that wasn't in the original version. You just kind of come down the mountain there. And yeah, you get obviously the trick pads on the left. So far it's going pretty well. Let's fire those behind me I think. And this might be a bit of a death wish, but yeah, you can take a shortcut there. I'm sure you don't need a mushroom to take advantage of it. But maybe that was a bit stupid to do. We've still got a lap to go. Let's make use of that mushroom. Right. Let's get back onto the track. And you know what? I'm feeling quite confident here, especially as someone's fired off the blue shell. And yeah, just kind of like the final stretch rushing down the mountain. I like this track, definitely. And that really helps trying to actually take advantage of the boost as you head down. Right, I think it's probably a wiser idea not to try and take that shortcut again and hopefully stay in first. But I think I might have to be happy with, what, second or third here. Unless I can get given a decent item. that will maybe take out a few people here. You know what? Second, third. That was just unlucky. I think it was me trying to take that shortcut coming down the mountain. Maybe wasn't the wisest of ideas. So the last track should be another, yeah, Bowser's Castle from the N64. This should definitely be a pretty nice graphical upgrade. Yeah, already I can notice differences. So, yeah, the last track, not really too much of a difference. I don't think any of them really were remodeled too much. And this one doesn't really look like it's had too much work either. It 100% looks much better than the original N64 one. I'll give you that. So, let's have a look round the corner here. Again, as I said in the last video, the Bowser Castle stages definitely have like a tradition to have the fromps on the courses. I think I prefer the fromps though over some of the other enemies you get on, say, the desert course. And the bridge there was actually a bit different. It was kind of jagged around the outsides, which the original version wasn't. Now, one thing I remember is you could kind of trick off the end and land on the side there, which is a bit of a shortcut, I guess, around the bit of the tower there. You can't do that in the original N64 version. Let's try and grab another item. Green shell, might as well just drag that behind me. Again, guys, thank you for the tips. I did have a lot of them throughout this series. There was one other tip as well where I didn't realise, but when you get the lightning cloud, let's drop that. When you get the lightning cloud, basically it does actually speed you up a bit. I did not realise that until you pass it on anyway. So again, drag that behind me. I'm really not having much luck with the blue shells. Try and get a wheelie in there, maybe that will help slightly. Or not. Completely forgot about the lava as well. So 6th place. You know what, I've still got a lap to go. I'm confident here. Even if I can try and get a bullet bill, I think this will turn out okay. Maybe do a bit of drafting as well. Excellent, right. So what are we going to get? A power block. That's a good start. But I definitely want to try and grab something else. I always kind of found it a bit funny as well how the fromps kind of move around the course. Never really understood that. Ever since the original N64 game, don't quite know why they didn't just remain stationary. But there's obviously a reason for it. Let's fire that red shell off. Use another wheelie. First place. Excellent. And hopefully don't get hit with another blast of lava. Let's drop those behind me, I think, just round the corner. And thankfully, first place. That's definitely going to get me up to first overall. Excellent. It's just a shame about last track, to be honest, but can't win them all. So that should actually be the last trophy now. I mean, in a whole, I've actually really enjoyed going back and playing through Mario Kart Wii. I've previously said I never really spent too much time on the game. It's definitely one of the least played Mario Kart games for me, and I've really enjoyed going back to it and rediscovering some of the tracks, and even seeing some of the tracks that did appear in Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 7 for that matter. So, the final time to pick up my trophy. quite intrigued to see what I've unlocked as well. So there we go, that is the end of the Mario Kart Wii playthrough series. Fear not, I am well aware there are custom tracks for the game. There is also the multiplayer aspect that I could revisit in the near future as well. As always, I want to hear some of your comments down below. Also, maybe give the video a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel as well, it would be great if you could subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.